Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my rummage sale haul from May 5th, which is a Friday. Was a Friday. And I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there because I'm filming this the day after Mother's Day. Lord knows when you'll see it, but anyway. Mother's Day 2017 has now come and gone. I had a really nice day. My husband and my daughter got me one of the online card classes at onlinecardclasses.com. I love their classes, so they got me one of those. And they got me cards. And my husband went to Dunkin' Donuts and got me a breakfast sandwich. And then we went out to dinner. And then we went out for ice cream. And then my son, who's driving now, finally, actually drove himself to the Hallmark store, got me a card, which that's a big feat because normally you have to buy a card from him and give it to him and then like hold a gun to his head to actually sign the thing. He's just not good with cards, but he got a card, he signed it, he went next door to Michael's, which is very convenient that the Michael's is right next door to the Hallmark store, got me a Michael's gift card, got me an Almond Joy candy bar, which is one of my favorites, so I almost fell off the couch. It's like, holy cow. You actually, like, do like me a little bit. Which is very true. You have to wait until they grow up sometimes before, you like them again. Because in high school, we hated each other. I didn't think one of us was going to get out of it alive. But, we made it. And we're good now. So, I had a really good day. So let me tell you guys about this rummage sale. I have a little story about this one first. If you want to see the stuff, as usual, fast forward. Or hit dislike like some of you do because, I'm babbling. But some people want to hear the babbling. So you either have to deal with it or fast forward. I went to this sale and it was raining that day. I got there about 5 minutes after 8. And didn't know how many people would be there. And there was a double door with like a little, overhang over the entryway. And there were two men standing under it. So I kept debating, should I get out of the car? Should I go stand there? Or should I stay until more people go up there? And I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go up and stand under there. I have my Kindle. I'll be dry and I won't have to fight, getting a spot where it's nice and dry. So, get out of the car. I go up there. And this one man was very nice. And he's like, oh, let me move over and make some more room for you. I'm like, okay. He goes, there'd be a lot more room under here if there weren't these two chairs. It's about 3 feet from the door. There were these two folding chairs. No one was sitting in them. We thought the church put them there. And he goes, you know what? He goes, maybe I should just move them. He goes, or fold them up. He's like, there's really no purpose for them right now. And as he says this woman comes barreling around the corner and sees him touch her chair, and she went ballistic. She looks at him and she goes, don't you touch those chairs. Those are my chairs. One's for me and one's for my mother, and my mother's still sitting in the car because she's slightly disabled, and I'm going to sit in this chair right now, so don't you even touch them. We are the first and second people to go into this rummage sale. I'm like, wow. Oh my God. So the guy just looks at her, he's like, okay. And so she sits down. Him and I are giving each other looks like, what the heck just happened? So I start reading my Kindle. He's looking at his phone. Everyone's fine. And then this other lady comes. She's a very nice lady. A little too perky for me, especially at 8:15 in the morning. But anyway, she comes around the corner. She's like, good morning, everyone. How is everyone? And we all look at her like, yeah, we're fine. And she just happened to slightly nudge the empty chair next to this woman. And this woman puts her hand out, picks up the chair, and picks it up really high, moves it toward her, and slams it down on the ground. She goes, this is my chair. The lady's like, okay. She goes, I didn't want your chair. So now this lady's looking at us like, what is going on? So more time passes, more people come, everyone's trying to get under this little roof roofed in area, and this lady is not budging. And so finally, around 20 of, she decides she's going to take her chairs and she's going to go back to the car. So she takes her chairs and she folds them up, she goes back to the car, and all these people are kind of looking at us because they knew we got there before them. They're like, is she leaving? Can we move up? And I just looked at him and I go, that would not be a good idea. I said, because I'm sure she's coming back. And I said, and if she sees that you took her space, I think she might actually take your life. Because she's very angry. So she did indeed come back with her mother, and they're standing there and they're, you know, taking up lots of space, making sure that nobody gets in front of them. So then a few minutes later, Pastor Tony comes up. Pastor Tony is the pastor of this Methodist church, the nicest guy. He's always there for every rummage sale. He helps out. He tells people what rooms things are in. He's great. So he comes up. He says, good morning to everyone. He's like, you know what? It's raining outside. And at this point, there were people who were not under the roof that had umbrellas and stuff. He goes, let me just let you guys in, and you all can stand in the hallway until it's time. Like, okay. So he lets us in, and these two women, the woman and her mother, go right up to the housewares door and just stand right in front of it, blocking it, so there's not a chance at all that anybody else can get in there ahead of them. And this lady goes, I'm not moving up the hallway anymore. I'm here. This is the room that I want to go in. And that was the room I wanted to go in, so I just kind of stood off to the side of her. Well, this poor woman who worked the rummage sale in the housewares room had to stand and guard the door so that nobody would walk in. So this lady and her mother are looking in the room, and they're trying to squeeze their way through the door. And this lady's looking at them. She's like, I'm sorry, but you're not allowed to go in until 9 o'clock. She's like, well, why not? It's 5 of. I don't understand why I can't go in there. And she said, because other people know it starts at 9 and they might not get here till 9, and it's unfair to them. No, it's not unfair to them. They should have been here earlier. And she goes, well, these are the rules and this is how we're going to do it. And I just felt so bad for her. This woman kept making snarky comments and being nasty to her. And so finally, Pastor Tony's standing there and he goes, you know, I'm so sorry you all had to come out in the rain, and that, you know, I'm sure that was so annoying, and thank you all for coming. He's like, you know, does anyone want to say a prayer for anything? I so wanted to raise my hand and say, can we please say a prayer for this woman over here? Because she has some serious anger management issues. Can we all just pray that she doesn't kill us all before we leave this rummage sale today? Holy cow, I've never seen anything like it. And then the lady guarding the door looks at her, and God bless her, she was so patient. And she looks at her and she goes, ma'am, may I ask, when's your birthday? And the lady looks at her and she goes, why? Why would you want to know my birthday? And she goes, I'm just wondering. She goes, why? And she goes, well, I just have a theory about people and birthdays and their personalities. And I just burst out laughing. Oh, I would have loved to have known when this lady's birthday was and what this lady's theory was. But anyway, all right, end of story. I'm now 8 minutes in here. So let me show you guys what I got. And I got one really good thing at the end. So stay tuned for that. I think I spent $30, $29 I think I spent altogether. So for, I think it was $1. Yeah, for $1 I got this American Optical Burger Loop. This is an old, I guess, jeweler's loop kind of thing. Still looks like it's in pretty good condition. That was $1. I can't find any that are exactly the same as this one, so I really don't know what that's going to go for. I'll probably start it at like 25 and see if I get any bites. Or maybe a little higher. I don't know. I haven't listed that one yet. For $1 a piece, and I don't even know if these are going to sell, you guys, but these are Homeschool Freebie of the Day. It's not focusing. I should put my glasses on before I made this video. Homeschool Freebie of the Day Resource Archives Volume 1 and 2. And they have all these free things on them. There's all these books and I guess handouts that you can print out and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Maybe 10 bucks. I'm not really sure. Can't find any comps on eBay. This plate, this is a pretty popular pattern, but the plate's not really worth much. Actually, I think they call it the cheese and cracker plate on replacements.com. But this is from, let's see, Port Marion, their Christmas story pattern. Again, I don't know if that's really focusing that well, but anyway. Paid $1, should be able to get, I believe about 10 bucks on that. I got 4 of these mugs. These are upside down. These are Oporto by Over and Back, made in Portugal by Spal. And I looked these up, and these go for about 10 a piece. And I believe I paid $2 for the set of 4. Yeah. So not a bad return on those. Then I picked up this metal eagle just because sometimes these can do well. This guy's probably only worth about 10, 15 maybe. He's really dirty in the back. I gotta clean him up in the back a little bit. But only cost me $1. Then the only thing I got in like the toiletry department was this, and I thought it was perfume. I just threw it in my bag and didn't even look it up. I just saw it and threw it in my bag. This is actually shower gel from Halston. It's Catalyst Bath and Shower Gel, 3.4 ounce. Cost me 50 cents. I might make, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8. We'll just have to wait and see on that. Then I picked this up in the Christmas section because, if this is going to focus, there we go. This is a House of Hatton figurine. You guys can see that down there. And I've sold House of Hatton before. I think I had a goat or something like that, and part of it was broken. And I did pretty well in it. I can't remember exactly what I sold it for. But this one cost me 50 cents. But the paint is peeling away up here. I could probably fix that with some of my own paint downstairs. We'll have to see. But they're only bringing maybe 8 to 10, unfortunately. And for another $1, I found this Hill Design quilt ornament. This is called Blue Schoolhouse. I've sold these ornaments before. I've always made around 15 to 20 on each of them. So I think I put this one up for close to 20 with free shipping at auction. And I think I already have a watcher on it. So we'll have to see. It says, whoops, I almost dropped it. It says Hill Design Blue Schoolhouse 1995 here on the back. And then I got a Duracell DR12 rechargeable camcorder battery, brand new in the package. That was $1. This should sell easily for around 18 with free shipping. Then the only needlework thing that I found was this crazy looking 70s pillow. I'm not going to take the whole thing out, but it is started. But it's this hideous green color down here, green and blue. I can't stand green. I really can't. I don't know what it is about the color green, but I'm just not a fan. But anyway, I shouldn't have a problem selling this because, you know, this is, these kind of patterns are pretty popular today. That was 50 cents? Yeah. Maybe 10 to 15 on that. Then the only book that I got in the book section was this Bible. This is a Catholic Bible. Come on. Hello. Focus. There we go. The Douay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and Confraternity. And I believe I paid $1 for that. No, 50 cents for that. 50 cents. And I don't remember what I listed that at. I think I put it up for auction. Maybe 15 or 20 with free medium mail shipping, something like that. And then last 4 things, guys. This I also got in the book section, but it's really not a book. This is the Smart Technique weight loss program. It's all brand new in here. There's like 6 or 7 CDs, and there might be some booklets in here. Lots of booklet. And the original receipt is in here too, which says it costs like $118. But unfortunately, they're only selling right now for about $20 to $25. And I think I only paid $2 for it. So, I'm happy with that. That can go medium mail, so the shipping won't be an issue at all. And then the last 3 things I got there were pretty good. I found this. This is a Jumble 126 KPK Super 8 slides and negative scanner. It's one of those things where you put the different, depending on what you're scanning, they have different holders for the slides and the negatives or the Super 8 movies, and then you run it through this thingamabob and it scans them for you. Everything is in here. I have to test it. Oh no, I did test it. It does turn on. The instructions are in here. Absolutely complete. Used ones on eBay are going anywhere from $23 to like $50. So since this is complete, I'm hoping, I'm probably going to start it around $50 and see where it goes. And I think I paid, what did I pay for that? $2. Then for another $2, I'm not really going to take this whole thing out of the box. Or maybe. It's styrofoam. You guys know that makes me absolutely nuts. I cannot stand the sound of styrofoam. Anyway, this is one of those Rebo rotating hair stylers where you hook the brush up to this unit and you put it in your hair and it spins around and it's supposed to like straighten and curl your hair and all that. I can't even imagine using one of these. I would get so tangled up, they'd have to cut this contraption out of my hair. I know they would. My husband, every time he used to see these commercials, he just used to laugh. He goes, I would love to see you try and use one of those things. Anyway, I'm not using this thing. I said I paid $2 for it. I did charge up the unit since the box was open. Charged it up fully. It works great. I've sold these before. These are great sellers if you guys find them, because a lot of people think that, they don't sell well on the secondary market, but they do. I just sold this morning. I actually listed it yesterday for $125 with free priority shipping, and it sold this morning. And it's only going down the shore, so it doesn't have far to go, so that saves me a lot of money on shipping, and I'm happy about that. Last but not least, you guys, I have kind of a weird thing to show you, and I'm going to have to move the camera. As I was leaving, I was heading towards the door. I'm going to try and adjust this thing. There we go. I was heading towards the door and I saw this box, and it was on the floor near the books. And all I could see was that it said, if you guys can see that, it says learning machine. Keep all parts together in this box, please. I'm like, okay, what's a learning machine? So, I move this back so I can open the box. So I open the box, and the first thing I kind of see, because it was laying down like this, is a head. And I'm like, oh my god. It actually scared me a little. My first thought was, oh my god, crazy Rummage Sale Lady has killed someone and put their head in the box. But, not so, thank god. This is a styrofoam head, obviously, with this contraption that was around it. Well, I can't do it one-handed, but you get the idea. And this has all these little circuits in here. And I couldn't figure out what this thing was. And then when you open up the box, there's all these DVD and CD or whatever they are programs in here. There's all kinds of foreign languages. There's German, there's Italian, French. Then there's, well, this whole thing is brand spanking new. Not even unwrapped. There's mind power, mental expansion, and meditation. Then there's these teaching guides, super speed learning, habit control, personal growth, motivation and productivity. I should just keep this one for myself. Then there's French, Spanish. Yeah, French, Spanish, German, and Italian down there. Then there's also some other discs over here, which are like preview discs, and I don't know. So anyway, oh, and there's a personal CD player down here that you can play them on that works, and then some books and another CD. Anyway, they wanted $10 for this. So I decided, okay, I've never heard of this thing. Let me look it up on my phone. So I looked it up. Oh my God. I was shocked. Now, if you just have these CDs and discs and everything, they can go for maybe $20 for a program, like for this whole program. $20, $30, something like that. But if you have the magic little headset and the styrofoam head, oh, that noise, God, then the price goes up tremendously. I can probably sell all of this on eBay for around $400 or $500 because these are very hard to find. And I did test this. It does work. It actually, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the headset on, put a CD in that coordinates, you know, it kind of talks to this headset, and then there's all these red lights that kind of flash. You're supposed to keep your eyes closed, and these red lights flash around in there, and I don't know if it hypnotizes you or what it does to you, but it's supposed to do something. But anyway, these are hard to find. They're hard to find in good condition. So I was walking on air when I left that rummage sale. Actually, was walking on air when I came back and tested this thing and realized it worked. So that's it for me, guys. That's it for this rummage sale. Hoping Scary Lady doesn't end up at any of the rest of them that I go to this year. Holy cow. I have more stories about nutsy rummage sale people. They're really kind of a breed of their own, I guess. I guess that includes me. Anyway, I know I'm not normal. So that's it, you guys. I'll keep you posted as to what this actually sells for. I haven't listed it yet. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.